This is honestly like a huge universal secret that a lot of people don't know about, a lot of people don't utilize, but if you're watching this video, you are learning this secret that is going to help you in so many ways in life. Because positive karma affects your life in like every aspect. It not only affects your financial situations, but it also just affects your luck. When you have a lot of positive karma in your favor, like in coming your way, things naturally work out for you. You naturally have good luck. You're always in the right place at the right time. You always like win contests, attract random amounts of money. People are always complimenting you. People are always nice to you. And when you're constantly doing things that adds up positive karma for you, imagine just like waves of positive and good energy like coming your way constantly, like abundance flowing over you all the time. And not only do we want to make sure that we're doing the things that attract the positive karma to us, we want to make sure that we're doing these things out of no expectation, which I'll get into, and we want to make sure that we are open to receive this positive karma, because oftentimes so many of us have a ton of positive karma just sitting there for us, but we're closed off to receiving it because of our limited ways of thinking. So I'm going to be getting into all of this, but first I want to get into the ways to add up positive karma into your life. Okay, so there are many ways to add up positive karma into your life, but the first thing that I want to touch on is regarding money, and this may test you a bit. And that's okay, I'm here to help you grow, to expand. But being really generous with your money adds up a lot of financial positive karma for you. And I know it's counterintuitive, like giving away money in order to receive more money. But just remember the saying, what I give comes back to me times 10. I repeat this to myself all the time, and it really shows to be true when you allow yourself to give generously and be open enough to receive it. But tipping well, I always tip. I know the tipping percentages are like different in different countries. I live in the US. The average tipping percentage here is like 20% for like your bill if you're out to eat or getting your nails done or whatever. I always tip like usually at least 25%. 20% is like the minimum I will tip if they really weren't that great, just because I always make sure that I tip well, tip very generously, and am very giving with my money because I know how the laws of karma and cause and effect work. So tipping well and tipping often. Anybody who accepts tips, I always tip them. Even if it's just at the coffee shop, I'll click that little button on the screen and I'll tip them. Donating your money to people in need, even if you don't have the money, especially if you don't have the money to donate. I know this sounds counterintuitive, guys, and I know it's gonna be testing. But so many successful people say this, and they say this for a reason. There is like the 10-10-10 rule, where it's like you, for the amount of income you bring in, it's like you save 10%, you spend 10% on like your luxury things or whatever you want to spoil yourself with, and then 10% you donate. When you do this, you start to rack up like your positive karma, your energetic positive karma. And no, you won't see like a direct reflection. Like it's not like you're gonna donate $100 and like immediately you're gonna see $1,000 check pop up in your bank account, but the universe rewards you in like very mysterious ways, in ways that you couldn't even like logically think of. Like you might randomly get a big discount or win a contest, or your boss just like might randomly give you a bonus or something. Your positive karma will come to you in very different, unexpected ways, but it will come when you give generously and without expectation. Now, when it comes to being generous with money, a lot of us have different money blocks. And if you want to have me like make videos on money blocks and like how to manifest money, I'd be happy to do so. I love talking about this topic just because it's something that I've personally been working on, that I've really been working on mastering. And I know it's something that a lot of people have been struggling with. So you may have to do some like money healing work when it comes to like giving generously, but do not skip this one. I'm telling you guys, if you want more money in your life, if you want more positive karma in your life, give generously, tip generously, donate even when you don't have the money. I started donating money when I literally was at a minimum wage job, could barely afford my bills. I heard that 10-10-10 rule from like this successful like multi-millionaire, and I was like, you know what? F it, I'm gonna do it. And I started doing it, and I started immediately making more income. So it just goes to show you how this works out. But I will say, when you give and you have an expectation that you're going to receive, you like cancel out the law of cause and effect, because the law of cause and effect and the law of karma are like the same thing. It's just two different labels, but it really works when you give with no expectation, when you give out of the goodness of your heart, not when you give to expect. and not when you give from a place of lack either. Like if you tip somebody and you're like, oh, like I have to tip this person like X amount, and you're like have that kind of lack mentality around it, the energy you're giving out is that lack energy. So guess what you're going to be receiving? More lack energy. When you give from the energy of, I know like I'm going to be taken care of from the universe, I'm giving to this person because I'm going to give generously because I know the universe has my back. I know I am always financially taken care of. I know more money is on its way to me. When you have that kind of energy and mentality, when you give, that's when the law of positive karma will work out in your favor. So do you see like the differences in the energy there? That's really what you want to be like focusing on, is that feeling of gratitude when you're giving. Like be grateful that you get to give, okay? So that's it for the money thing that I want to talk about. Also, more things to do to add a positive karma for you. And this one may surprise you a bit, but when someone is like judging you or criticizing you or really irritating you, trying to irritate you, whatever, when you don't let that affect you, when you are able to remain neutral in those situations, you take their negative energy and you transmute it to positive energy. And you know what you do there? You rack up that positive karma for yourself. And so this is really a skill to start practicing, and just for like your mental wellness too, like your emotional wellness. Your quality of life is already going to skyrocket when you're unaffected by anybody saying like whatever to you. You know how many times like we get reactive when people say something, like smirk at us, make some kind of face. When we're able to remain neutral, imagine the kind of power you have when you're able to remain neutral, for one, that level of inner peace. And then also you're just racking up that positive karma, because every time somebody's throwing negative energy at you, you're just transmuting it over and over and over again. And it's like all that positive energy is adding up in your life. And this can be so, so powerful, especially with our society today and how judgmental people can be. We can use those as opportunities, okay? We can use those as opportunities to create all of this positive karma for ourselves. And this might take some retraining of like retraining your thought cycles, retraining your body, like your automatic body reactions when somebody does like try to test you like that, because our automatic reactions are to like defend ourselves, are to get irritated that this person is doing whatever. But just as an example, literally yesterday I had this girl start coming at me, start saying all of these like rude things to me because she was with her man, and I guess she felt some type of way that I was there, and it was just nonstop like comments and remarks. But because I didn't let her comments and remarks affect me, because I knew deep down at her core she was just like insecure or feeling some type of way, that I was just there, and I knew that I wasn't initiating anything, I was just doing me, and she was just feeling some type of way about it. The negative energy that she was sending me, I was just transmuting it to understanding and love and just acceptance. And I know that I now have positive energy, positive karma racked up on my side that's going to be flowing my way, because I didn't let the situation of her making those comments and remarks affect me. So next time someone is like really trying to piss you off or like really being some type of way, think about this and understand that when you take their negative energy and you don't get affected by it, it turns into positive energy for yourself, okay? So these are opportunities to bank in. Also, another way to create positive karma for yourself is to help out strangers, just to do little favors. If you see some guy in a wheelchair like trying to get out the door, go over and open the door for them. If somebody random 5 feet in front of you drops their stuff, go over there and help them pick it up. If you see somebody leave like one of their belongings at the airport, go pick it up and like turn it in for them. These little like acts of kindness will add up positive karma for yourself. And again, I want to really clarify that we aren't doing these things to get positive karma. I'm stating these things that will give you positive karma, but it's the intention behind it that will bank those for you, that will add those up for you, which is doing it out of the goodness of your heart, doing it because you want to, doing it just because you want to help that person out. And if you don't have those true intentions yet, that's okay. Start to think like that. Start to behave like that. It will grow on you, and you will be able to be a more generous naturally. It's not that you're a bad person if you don't naturally have these tendencies, okay? A lot of us are really primed for like survival. And so when we see somebody like drop their wallet, sometimes our first thought can be, oh, let's see if they have money, right? It doesn't make us a bad person. It just means that we're primed for survival, okay? Also, just sharing more, like teaching. If somebody is struggling, just being there for them. Like teaching them a lesson that had helped you, and maybe it may help them, maybe it won't, but either way, sharing that, giving generously is adding that up for you. And also, the more people you help, the more positive karma is going to be coming your way. The more you give, the more you get back energetically. And again, you're not going to see it as like a direct positive reflection. It's going to come in like mysterious, unexpected ways, and you're gonna have to like make the correlation. Sometimes you won't notice it until like a week later and you're like, wait, I see the correlation now, but it is coming. And also, I want to touch on being open to receive, because a lot of us, like I said in the beginning of the video, a lot of us have so much positive karma racked up for us, but we're like, our gates are closed because we either don't feel worthy of it. How many people can relate to that? We feel like we don't deserve it. We have to work hard for our money, right? That's something that like is so common. It's like such a common saying in our society that we have to like, in order to deserve this, we have to work and do all of these things in order to deserve this. When in reality, the universe is like, you are deserving of it now. You are deserving of it just for existing. Like, you don't need to do anything extra to be deserving, to be worthy. You are deserving and worthy of all of your desires as you are. And the more you understand that, the more you accept that as your truth, the more you open those doors to all the abundance that has been wanting to flow your way. Also, just being open to receiving in general. Like, in terms of being open to receive, I want to ask you this, okay? How well do you take compliments? When somebody compliments you, do you say like, oh, thank you? Or do you say, if somebody like says you smell good, do you have something to say back like, oh, thanks, like I showered today? Or if somebody's like, oh, congrats on this, you're like, oh, thanks, like I worked X amount of hours. Like, you always have to give like some type of justification. You can't just like accept it. This is like a sign that's showing that you aren't like letting yourself fully receive. And the more we can like tweak these little things, the more we can like just like tweak and tweak of opening our doors to the abundance, okay? So accepting compliments, being able to receive compliments, being able to receive, if somebody wants to give us something, how do you feel when someone wants to give you a gift, when somebody wants to give you anything, when somebody wants to help you out? Are you like, no, I don't need the help? Are you like, do you feel bad when somebody tries to give you something? These are often also signs of how open you are to receive. And how do you get better at receiving? It's really just practice. It's really just retraining yourself. When you notice somebody's wanting to help you out, say thank you, like appreciate it. Giving them the respect and appreciation for it and just saying thank you is really all it needs. In doing that, you're able to accept it, you're able to let it in, rather than when you feel resistant, it's like that energetic block, right? When you feel bad, it's another energetic block. You're putting up these energetic blocks to receiving. Why? Again, back to, do you not feel worthy of it? Do you not feel like you're deserving of it? Okay, so really work on these things so that you can actually receive all of the positive karma that is adding up for you, that probably already has stacked up so much for you in your energetic field, and you're just walking around with big old walls around you, right? Let's start breaking down those walls so that you can be open to receive, because I'm telling you, when you start to open those doors, the money will start flowing in. The opportunities will start flowing in, ideas, people that will help you out, just like good luck, good things will be on your side. When you have good intentions, when you do things generously, when you do things out of the goodness of your heart, when you give generously, when you don't have that lack mentality, when you're always sending love and accepting and knowing that you are deserving and worthy of absolutely everything you desire right now without having to do anything extra, that is when you will receive all of this coming to you, okay? So if you like this video in any way, please let me know what you liked about it in the comments. I really would love to hear, and I love hearing back from you guys. Please give this video a big thumbs up to help out the channel. Feel free to share this video with anyone you feel may want to hear, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.